How nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deek thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deek suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deek has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deek.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I...
Stop right there!
Protego!
Super trick!
Defendo! Confringo!
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
Stupid!
My mother went to school. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Not your best moment, I fear. Ranrock will lead us to victory! Think you're clever, don't you?
Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa! Do cooperate, won't you? Wingardium Leviosa. Everything's all right now. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I'm well.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind.
Now we can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
Professor Howard will never believe this. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. will be more useful when I have something to identify.
Went with a cat instead. Odd-coloured eye, and it quite appealed to me.
I need to stop by the owlery. Far too long.
I sent a love letter to Imelda Raven. She thought I was making fun of her because she'd been rude. I meant it as a compliment.
Special now. It's tormenting. Remember plan.
We do have it you.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Poor Anne and Sebastian.
That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I can't lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Ебать. А чё? Какого хуя, блядь, она отключилась? Я же не переключал, блядь. И шо, блядь? Полчаса я нахуй без микрофона был? Или оно позже как-то отключилось? Что-то я нихуя не понял. Тю, блядь. Я же не переключал микрофон. Что за хуйня, блядь? Не, ну, бля, пиздец. Тупо сам с собой разговаривает, что? Не понял. Ару, бля. Ну, тю. Не, серьезно, блин. Я проверял, нормально все работало. Тю. Ну и хуйня, конечно.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Да не, оно просто
I'll let
не
you know
было.
when I have news of her location.
А микрофон не стоял в настройках. Типа до этого я проверял, был. Сейчас смотрю, тупо нету его. Не знаю, может OBS реально что-то херней начал страдать. Так. Задание, задание, задание. Разговор с матерью. Ладно. Ну, у меня, я не знаю, у меня он выглядит, конечно, странненько. Ну, одно радует, что оно типа не сильно влияет на производительность. Я думал, будет хуже, конечно. Но выглядит прикольно. Как бы, ну, довольно качественный вроде. Следы есть, но ненадолго, наверное. Хотя... Ну да, они так потом пропадают. Ну, неплохо, в принципе. Чё так? Чё ты не играешь? Ну блин, все довольно-таки в снегу. Прикольно так выглядит. Подожди, это ключ был? Или мне показалось? Ага. Не знаю, Returnal мне что-то что-то не понравился. Это, ну да, она год назад выходила. И я так посмотрел, ну, не знаю. Блин, можно было на метле. Ага, нельзя. Нужно определенную загадку решать только, чтобы попасть туда. Мне что-то не зашел Returnal. Не знаю, он какой-то странный будто. Но он нужно будет попробовать. Почему бы и нет? Ну, я так посмотрел, что там, ну не знаю. Мне бы, наверное, больше Dead Space зашел, чем Returnal. Так, и как попасть туда? Дверей нету. Блин, пару ключей осталось. Может, карту какую-то посмотреть, блин. В Виннете. Так это ж опять, блин. Посмотри карту и... О, ты смотри, блин. А, это жаба. Вариант. Загадка на этом с огнем. И, конечно, легкая. Я там шорт сделал. Ну, точнее, не я, а моя девушка делала шорт. Ну, решал. Здесь, короче, прикол. Вот эта хуйня есть. Здесь главное посмотреть, типа, эти символы и выбирать, сколько, типа, на символе. Здесь, типа, 2. Ты сюда 2 ставишь. 2 ставишь сюда. Том символ здесь, что у нас должно быть? 4, да? 4. Ставишь 4, но здесь сначала поджечь нужно. Потом выбираешь 4. Блин, не видно. Вот так вот. И здесь таким же самым способом, только нужно все поджечь. Здесь 1, там 3. Я не помню, где здесь.
Incendio.
Блин, вот это... Не видно из-за... А, ну все, они уже активированы, по идее. Ну вот она открывается. Опа, куда ты пропал? Да не, мне Dead Space пока не нужен, я не знаю. Что-то не сильно к нему стоит желание. Ну, может, когда-нибудь. Да, мне кажется, его уже тогда взломают. Это уже другая история. Блин, много времени занимает просто. Если сейчас еще и Dead Space взять, проходить, то я вообще увязну. А здесь еще новые игры скоро появятся. Так что... Не хочется себя завалить прохождениями.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating.
Мне
She
прикалывает, как
never
всегда
listens to
персонаж
me.
улыбится,
She
блядь.
called you her little gazelle.
В момент.
Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Ебанулся. Да, там Atomic Heart 21-го.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Так,
Thank
окей.
you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Окей, так, еще с одной поразговаривали. Так, это шо? Что это за дополнительное? Снятие проклятия. Блин, меня все равно мучают эти ключи. 2 ключа всего лишь осталось. А ну. Положение. Блять, это же жетонами. Блин. А, так в подземелье еще есть. Так я вроде его находил здесь. Не, это луны, да, мистера Муна. 9 штук у меня, типа, на 2-й уровень Аллахаморы. А вот ключей, дедалианских ключей вот этих, их 16 заданий. Вот, смотри. Вот. Хитроумные ключи, вот это задание. Ой. И 2 штучки осталось. С жетонами вот этими. Подожди, а кабинет по изучению твари есть? Дадут какой-то прикольный, короче, костюм дадут. Лады. А где здесь виадук? Ну, видишь, ты уже все нашел, а я до сих пор с ними. Да я на них приоритет, в принципе, не ставил, но сейчас как-то хочется найти, блин. Чтобы закрыть уже наконец-то задание. Ну, давай отсюда начнем. Где-то стопудово пропустил один ключ. Вот пробежал, блин. Они, скорее всего, на место полетели. Мне что-то кажется. Потому что я парочку-то их находил. Они уже были, типа, возле этого. Возле жетона. Так, ну здесь точно нету. И вообще, да, все... Так нет, да есть же на выходе там. Я находил на выходе один.
Hello, Hamura.
Алло, Хамура. Я точно знаю, что они не за закрытыми дверями. А так, в принципе, да, все в замке походу. И парочка. Вот это хуйня, конечно.
Lumos.
Это скрещенные палочки здесь проходят, да?
Behind me, I promise. I'm sorry. If I'd done all that happened that day, I would. This next composition took some practice.
Куда ты меня выкинула, жабка? А?
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
А, здесь открыто уже, блин. Блин. Может, я где-то здесь пропустил. Все же здесь уже открыто все. Методом тыка, да? А ладно, похуй. Так, ну давай выше. А, вот. Закрытый. Это получается какой? 15-й? Так, а сам ключ где? Где-то рядом. Вот ты, сучка. Ну? Так, окей. О, еще одно
What are you up to
осталось.
now?
Вроде не так уж и сложно. Школа чародейства и волшебства Хогвартс. Больничное крыло. Дежурный целитель мистера Норин Чирей. Чё? Какие-то болезни там. Так, с последней, блядь. Вот с последней как раз, вот, я уверен, здесь больше всего тяжело будет. Хотя... Может быть, как раз и здесь меньше всего был. Где-то здесь будет. А, вот, ну смотри, да, последний здесь как раз. Нормально. Так, теперь нужно найти ключ. Ключик. Ключик. Ты где, блядь? Хуя себе, нормально нашел. За пару стримов. Сушка, полетели давай. Давай. Полетели. Мой дорогой ключик, который я искал, блин, несколько стримов. Ну и где ты? А, уже здесь. Да лети давай. Наконец-то. Вернитесь к сундуку своего факультета. Опа. Фистралы размножились. Подрос мелкий.
Another house token for the house chest. That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens. Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside.
Был бы прикол, если бы нужно еще цифру нужную подобрать.
Well, look at that.
О, прикольно.
Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
Прикольный. Так, где он здесь? Вот этот. Ну такой, бля. Прикольненький, конечно. Наверное, оно того стоило.
Hogwarts is a second home to me. Feeling a bit nostalgic.
Revelio.
My friend and I like to spend our evenings watching the sunset from the Quidditch pitch.
Такс. Ну, давай с фистралами тогда разберемся. А где оно? Потомство, потомство. Маленький какой, какой маленький.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Какой маленький фистрал. Я так понял, гиппогрифа тоже можно размножать.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, Master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
It sounds to me as if your master got what he deserved.
Deke never wanted anyone to get hurt. Not the phoenix, not Tobbs, and not even Master. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Окей, Дик. Пошли еще за одними. Так, вот этих. Расчешем их. Да? Или можно собрать? Собрать. Окей. Кто здесь еще был? Так. Что по заданиям у нас дальше? Дальше у нас... Подожди, поговорить с Нелли нужно. О, так оно еще не выполнилось. Я думал, оно выполнилось, это задание. Оказывается, нужно еще с кем-то поговорить. Где у нас там Нелли? Какие же здесь ходы, конечно, запутаны. Пиздец. Это ты мне давала задание? Да. Таки хочется тебя, конечно.
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Подожди, это то задание, которое... А дают здесь... А, как Тевран тоже дают. Я думал, как Тевран не дают этот. Мантию эту. Лады. Задание. Да, потом придется раздобыть дириколла. И потом придется найти еще страницу для руководства подземной гавани. Трансформацию дадут. Прикольно. Подожди, а это и есть последнее задание, да? Которое хоть как-то нам побегать. Здесь что? Ага.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Саманта, ты где? Походу она ушла. Ну да.
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
Привет, Саманта.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. The one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
Так.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough.
Okay.
Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
Погнали, где это находится вообще? Ого, ого. Что так далеко? Что он вообще там делал? Ни хрена, у меня даже эта область не открыта. Лады. Сейчас полетим.
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there.
По-моему, здесь чел тогда стоял. Или не в этом доме? Может и в этом. Я как-то сюда зашел, здесь чел стоял какой-то. Ну ладно. Такое. Что-то от меня хотел. Правда. Блять, не то опять.
Quite the flyer.
А ну что, переливается это? Ну да. Прикольно. Мантия переливается. РГБ подсветка там, блядь. Что это такое?
Lumos.
Куда вы меня ведете? Сундук какой-то. Высокая арка. Прикольно. Тебе тоже удачи, давай. Здесь задания, кстати, есть. Вот где эти были эти задания, которые светились, а я их не выполнял. Лады. Попозже залетим к ним. Да, зимой бабочки, здесь все что угодно может быть.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Well, my feet didn't turn into beets. That's a good start.
Ой, опять эти запутанные, блин. Тоннели. Какие-то символы везде. Долина Хогвартс. Да нет. Значит, мне в другую сторону.
Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare.
Ой, блядь, ой, блядь. Чё, все? Ебать, так быстро. Шел нахуй. Ебануться. Я не думал, что они так быстро убивают.
Lumos. A troll? You can't be serious. Defendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Protego! Stupid one! Confringo!
Я здесь троллик, конечно, лесной, да? Прибрежный. Тролль под произощу. Прибрежный. Ай, больно, больно было, больно было. Что ты говоришь? Как такой? Ай, блядь. Ну так зашел. На него можно колесо, интересно, наложить? Блять, а почему он не успевает уйти? Интересно, а ну давай разочек проверим. Правда, этого не очень сильно хочу. Да, можно. Ладно. Не, просто было интересно, если что. Минус троллья жопка.
Revelio.
Там что интересное есть.
Well, Marmaduke certainly left behind more than plants. Confringo! Lumos. Confringo.
Пропадайте, ну. Хорошо. Статуя Фестрала. Прикольно. Нужно будет поставить, кстати.
Revelio.
Здесь же ничего решать не нужно.
Revelio.
Такое ощущение, что можно что-то изучать. Блин, теперь я отсюда не... Сюда и не выйду, получается. Хорошо. Понятно. Придется оббегать все.
Arresto momentum. Lumos. A sarcophagus. This must be Marmaduke. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Все типа.
Revelio.
Вернитесь к Саманте. Здесь карту не могу открыть, что ли? Сюка. Угу. Быстрого перехода нету. Окей.
Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare. Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
Угу. Это да. Так. Что это за место у нас здесь? Понятно. Листья сладкой мальвы.
I've always said that travel broadens the...
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Где ты вообще бы жил? Везде так. Во всех местах так говорит почти. Ботаническая.
Hello, might you have time to help with an urgent delivery?
Эдди, гоблины все чаще нападают на Фелдкрафт. Судя по всему, они что-то ищут. В противном случае я и вовсе не понимаю, чего они хотят от нашей деревушки. Как бы там ни было, это очень мешает торговле. Окей, Эдди.
You sound as if you could use some help.
Oh yes, I could. Eddie Thistlewood's the name. A dear friend of mine in Feldcroft is at his wit's end due to the relentless attacks on his hamlet by Ranrock and his loyalists. I sent 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages to help, but they've gone missing.
Good idea. Those cabbages are nothing to be trifled with.
My thoughts precisely. You see, I know plants, and I believe the goblins will be so irritated by the onslaught of ferocious vegetation. I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard Indiai. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
Why would the goblins target Feldcroft?
My friend Bernard says they've been seen in the area for a while. He seems to think they're looking for something, but lately they've become more aggressive.
Could you not grow or buy more Chinese chomping cabbages?
I suppose I could, but that would take time. time, we do not have what with Ranrock's thugs posing new threats every day. Besides, it's the principle of the matter. I grew those cabbages, and they are extraordinary.
Any idea where I might find the crates?
Yes, from what I hear, one was spotted south of Feldcroft, the other, so I hear, is south of Brockborough near the river.
Very well, sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
What do you have for sale?
I'm convinced that Feldcroft will be much safer with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them. That ought to serve you nicely.
Sounds like Feldcroft's in trouble. Perhaps I should try to help.
I'll be able to put that to good use.
Все равно херовая
Thank you. I
одежда.
hope to see you again soon.
Ну, здесь что поинтереснее. Да нет. Наверное, я самую пиздатую купил. Одежду. Обновление для метлы. Но почему-то этот чел не хочет нам...
Seems a pleasant enough little
Не
place.
хочет нам ничего. Ничего давать для улучшения. И это странно. Ну ладно, может потом.
That crate of Chinese chomping cabbages is somewhere in this camp.
We're up to пиздец.
Seems you're the little sod that
Здравствуйте,
saved
ребята.
Protego!
Stop this! Want me to address you as troll?
Это что это было?
A puff scheme could deal a bigger blow.
Protego!
Underestimate.
Что ты, пидорас, такой? Получаем.
Defender! Expelliarmus!
Destroy!
After view!
Defender!
Dare slay one of my own!
Confringo!
You will!
Expelliarmus!
Так, отличненько.
Revelio!
Окей.
That's one crate in hand. I only need one more.
Еще что есть здесь? Яйца Докси. Интересно. Эти яйца дают. Блин, еще дальше. Давай вот сюда полетим. Как раз возьмем вот эту точку.
Handy resource indeed.
If only I could get my hands on.
Now mine. Defender, Confringo, Expelliarmus, Incendium.
Give that back!
Right, Confringo.
You'll have to fight him, Victor.
Бля, когда дадут возможность, чтобы эту хуйню отбивать можно было? Красную, блядь. Хотя, мне кажется, это будет жестко. Что, давай, стреляй.
That student defeated our encampment in the tower. You won't get away with that.
Defender, Confringo.
You won't defeat us all! You've managed to... Old defense and I should have been...
Defender. Confringo.
Так, где там последний был? Давай, стреляй. Стреляй. Ты стреляешь, ну? Лови.
I can see why Feldcroft needs help. Ranrock's loyalists are hiding out in the Feldcroft. I must have the other crate of Chinese chocolate cabbages.
Oh, that was meant for me? I've been fighting since before you
Stop it! Defender!
I won't.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Странно, что древняя магия вот эта, кстати, как-то хуже там, чем Авада Кедавра. То есть Авада Кедавра хуже, по идее. Это по лору игры. Ранрок подозревает, что в Фелдкрафте есть еще «Не возвращайтесь». А, в Фелдкрафте есть еще «Не возвращайтесь, пока не отыщете то, что нужно». Ранрок требует доклада. Поиски увенчались успехом. Отвечайте поскорей. Где капуста там была? Капусточка-то где? Ага, вот она.
That's all the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft.
А, так он рядом здесь.
It's like a place right out.
Hello there. Do you have a special delivery for my dear friend Eddie? Hello there. Do you have this special delivery from my dear friend, Eddie?
Hello, Mr. Ndi. Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to expect you. Do you have the Chinese chomping cabbages?
Ну да, вообще.
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protecting the hamlet from Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul curs who, I'm willing to guess, intercepted them in the first place, along with Rookwood's lot. Feldcroft owes a debt of gratitude to you and Eddie. Thank you for your help.
Do you have any idea why the goblins are attacking Feldcroft?
No clue. I used to think it was because of its strategic location, but now it's as if they were looking for something. I will admit, however, that I don't know what they could possibly be looking for.
How do you and Eddie know each other?
We met at Hogwarts. Been friends and business associates ever since. I wasn't surprised to get his owl about his Chinese chomping cabbage scheme. He was always one to go out of his way to help another.
What do you have for sale?
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart the goblins. A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Инструменты для травологии. Ого, там заданий сколько. Ёканый бывай. 22 задания. Я выполнил всего малость. Ладно. Раз уж у нас нету сюжетных, то придется вот это выполнять. Сюжетные, скорее всего, дальше будут.
How inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Be strong, Alexandra.
Is everything all right?
If the Hamlet sent you here to talk to me about... I know what I have to do. It's not every day a girl has to put down her own troll. I should be allowed to work up to it.
What do you mean, your own troll?
I thought that's why you were here. I'm sorry. I suppose if you spend enough time with trolls, you forget your manners. I'm Alexandra. I didn't mean to be short with you. With Ranrock's lot seemingly everywhere, I thought the hamlet could use a bit more security. But my plan has gone awry. I apologized when he almost trampled half the hamlet yesterday. He just needs more time. But everyone wants him gone. They think it's mad, my training a troll. Impossible, even.
It certainly takes a lot of courage to try, I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I wish others felt the same. But I suppose I understand why everyone's been so concerned. What made me think I could train him? I should have learned from Barnabas the Balmy. But he's my troll and my problem. I'll be honest. I'm afraid I won't be able to take care of him. He's stronger than any troll I've ever encountered. I wish I knew someone else who could do it.
What exactly were you training the troll to do?
I was hoping to train him to serve as protection for us. Frankly, I struggled to teach him even a word or two. Couldn't give him even a semblance of self-control.
Варнава вздрюченный? Кто такой Варнава вздрюченный? Что это за хуй?
Who's Barnabas the Balmy?
Surely you've seen the tapestry of him at Hogwarts. It hangs in the 7th floor corridor. He allegedly tried to train trolls for the ballet. You can imagine how that turned out.
Ну, понятно.
I'm not thrilled at the prospect, but I'll consider it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to suggest that you should do it. In fact, you should avoid the area just southwest of here. At least until I work up the courage to do what needs to be done.
Лады. Тролль под контролем. Под контролем. Еще нам нужно теперь его
That could be devastating.
Убить, что ли? Или как? Что нам с ним сделать? Нейтрализовать его может как-то? Привет.
I take it you're Alexandra's friend.
Тролль Александры. 32 уровень. База.
Confringo, Defender, Expelliarmus, Incendio.
Нахрен было заводить тролля, если его сейчас приходится валить.
Confringo, Expelliarmus, Defender.
Больно, больно. Это было больно. Что было такое? Что это такое было? Ай-яй-яй. Под затыльник выебал. Да блин, что?
Incendio, Expelliarmus. Protego, Stupefy. Defender, Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Confringo, Defender.
Смотри, сразу догоняет меня. Сучка. Блять, это каждый раз.
Confringo, Defender, Expelliarmus.
Ой, больно было. Ни хрена, он мой щит просто разбил. Охренеть.
I take it you're Alexandra's
Ладно.
friend. Defender, Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender, Confringo. Confringo.
Ой, блядь.
Defender, Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Arresto momentum. Glacis. Levioso. Confringo.
Да, блядь, опять не успел. Не успел подлечиться, блядь. Что за хуйня?
I take it you're Alexandra's friend.
Нельзя ему петрифику сделать? Оказывается, можно. Да прикольно. Ну там жить мало. Хотя для такого уровня он маленький. Ну, кидай мне, давай.
Expelliarmus. Defender, Confringo, Expelliarmus.
Ну, давай.
Protego, Stupid.
Красавчик.
Confringo, Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego, Stupid. Defender, Confringo.
Ты, сука, ты смотри, догнал меня. Ну какой... Какой... Веселый, понятно. Да, бля.
Arresto momentum. Stupid. Confringo. I feel awful for Alexandra, but the hamlet needed to be saved from that troll. Revelio.
Первая неделя. Рановато было заниматься этикетом. Сперва надо было научить его не крушить все вокруг. Надо подумать над этим, а пока перейдем к занятиям второй недели. Он все еще очень злобный. Вторая неделя. Тролль только кряхтит и хрипит. Все такой же злобный. Третья неделя. Нрав у него что надо для этих занятий. Но кидается он на все без разбору. По-моему, он стал еще более злобным. Все возможно. План занятий с троллем. Первая неделя, пожалуй. Спасибо, простите, извиняюсь. Ну да. Вторая неделя. Ораторское искусство. Магл, маг и анимак изучали парсел-танк. Третья неделя. Обучение на телохранителя. Нихуя. Обучение на телохранителя.
You avoided my troll.
It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
There wasn't much you could have done. He was beyond training. Tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
Slayer?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own. But truly, thank you for what you did.
The Troll Slayer. Has a nice ring to it.
Так, поехали дальше. Задание. Вернитесь к Саманте. Ну да, я же это помню.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Саманта, привет.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Well, there was a troll in the tomb.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.
Да не за что, погнали. Задача профессора Уизли. Да, ну у нас только это и осталось, в принципе. На карте мира нету задания. Или есть? Что, есть задание? Вот задание появилось. Это все равно то же самое. Понятно, ладно. Берем тогда профессора Уизли, у нас трансформация откроется и так далее.
Revelio.
Professor Black was terrible.
Это куда, блин? Находясь верхом, не могу сюда зайти. Ладно. Придется плыть. Что сделаешь? Охренеть, блядь. Здесь что-то есть даже. Хогвартс весь просто покрыт какими-то тайными ходами, блин. Жесть. Спасибо.
So this is the underground harbor. Revelio.
Так, хорошо, здесь что? Денежка просто. Так, это страница руководства находится средний уровень, который находится в библиотеке. Окей.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Да, нет. Точно не сюда. Да нет, сюда. Как раз сюда. Что-то не видно ее.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my
Да
quiz.
ёб твою мать.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book.
Давай.
Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Бля.
The Golden Snuggery.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Блять. Так здесь не было никаких упоминаний, насколько я понимаю.
The Allihotzi draft.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix
Да,
Felicis.
блять, хотел первый.
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized combat. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Дары смерти,
The Deathly
конечно.
Hallows.
Correct. According to
Хоть на
Beedle the
что-то я
Bard,
ответил.
the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Квофл, наверное.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
Существо другого вида, по-моему, нет.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either.
Окей, я тебя
The
понял.
next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. Should
Жестяк,
attend
блядь.
Transfiguration.
Жестяк. Еще викторины какие-то. Попробуй там на все вопросы ответить. Так, лады, давайте устроим день знаний. Сейчас я выполню тогда еще одно задание по занятиям, насколько понимаю. Бомбарда потом будет. Раздобудьте Диракола. Что это такое? Непонятно. Ну вот сейчас и узнаем.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
А, вот этих сверхов нужно. Окей, я вас понял. Так, берем мы... Берем, а где у нас? Вот так вот. Потом двоечка и рюкзачок. Вот и все.
Assignment's all finished.
Дирикол. Окейшки. Теперь у нас будет 2 занятия сразу. Да? Посетите занятия, да. Хорошо. Бомбарда будет открыта и... Еще что-то там, трансформация какая-то. Так. Так оно ж там, зачем так прям? Тю. Ладно.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Так, ожидаем.
Revelio.
Ну ладно. Давайте сами.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
Давай попробуем.
Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Так вот, так вот, так вот, и все. Кстати, это...
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we?
Последнее красное заклинание. Сюда вот так поставить.
And try it on the pumpkins.
А манекена нету? Проверить его. У вас же всегда манекены были.
Bombarda.
Как раз в комплект четко. Нормалек.
Textbook execution. Bravo.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
Понятненько. Лады. Лады. Так, второй урок. Это у нас... Это у нас трансформация. В течение дня. Карта. Это что за побочное? Луны мистера Муна. Окей. Луны.
Black is without a doubt the worst headmaster.
Revelio.
If you catch a whiff of anything, should there be rather a stench
такое,
of some
блин?
sort? Well, it's not me.
We'd be lost without you.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Так, учим трансформацию. Transformation. Бля, не то. Давай заново. Пробел. F. Transformation.
Beautifully done.
Мастер заклинаний разблокировано. Окей, так, вот это синее у нас. Получается, нам что нужно? Нам вот это нужно, нам вот это нужно. И Левиус. 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 Винкардиум Левиус. Хорошо.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Там еще экзамены будут. Вызов принят. 10 очков дали. Нихера оно восстанавливается долго.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Еще кто-то? Что, все? Я думал, еще кто-то сову отправит. Так, в тени шахты, что-то на Гобледуке. Алуны, мистера Муна. Ай, окей, что ж его. посмотрим, что на карте есть. Хотя... Давайте уже сюжетные. Все-таки сюжетных-то не было, правильно? Так, это? Не, вот это. Или это картография нужна была? Да, это походу класс астрономии. Хотя почему? С Амитом нужно поговорить. Почему с ним? Если это Лодгак, типа.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Страница руководства. Астрономический телескоп. 29 уровень. Нихуя. Сосочно. Ладно, перемещаемся тогда. Ух, нихера там. Тулить куда-то нужно. Ого. А, да, у меня здесь есть быстрая точка. Что ты все пиздишь и пиздишь?
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
how else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Ну, погнали тогда.
I'll be quiet.
The door is looking at us.
Спасибо. Такая, конечно, дверь. Наебать расплюнуть.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Bomba! Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a
Confringo.
real goblin mine.
Accio!
Тю, и все. Просто вывалили 2 мешка. Понятненько, хорошо.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio! Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Bombarda! Confringo!
Your spells glance off at me. One less human to worry about.
Да иди за нахуй.
Ranrock cannot know there was a human here. Predictable.
Confringo!
Find him! You seem tired. Not quite.
Accio! Arrest the weapon.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Accio! Being watched by a door.
Кто за нами следит? Пошли пизды дадим.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Подожди, какой глаз? А, этот глаз. Тю, я его как-то не заметил.
You'll see.
Accio.
Ну и что это будет? Ладно, вообще непонятно. Что должно было случиться?
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
I didn't touch your helm. Thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions.
Totalis.
Oh, that was meant for me. Pity. Why don't you come up here? You can't stop us. How childish. I didn't find this since before you were born. Rather, was that?
Descendo! powers the leader? I suspect it must. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close.
Ох,
I've handled
это
much
уже
worse.
перебор, говорю.
Another boiler.
Нифига.
This place is more
Перебор, блин.
complex than I had expected.
Нормально все.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. There must be more nodes around here. What could they be building? The boiler activated that handle. See it?
Revelio.
Confringo.
Очки какие-то побольше, получше, чем у меня. Большие ковры. Какой-то ковер открылся большой. У меня какие? 58. Ну, блин, такое. Нужно взять какие-то нападения прокачать, но каждый раз новые и сильнее открываются, ну, блядь.
I see.
Качаешь,
should
качаешь, а
easily
ну все.
engage the handle. Marvelously clever.
Accio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Lumos. Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos.
Lumos.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
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 Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
It's Totalis.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
I'm a goblin, not a toy! You are... Fight about as well as a pumpkin! Chill spells glance off of me.
Вот хуя он не уходит.
Defender. Confringo. Bombarder.
Let's get this over. How nice.
Descend there.
for me. You can't stop us. I've been fighting. Was that your best?
Good finger. Potato.
Won't get away with that.
Defender.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll eat.
Эй, ебануться. А, опять не срабатывает, понятно. Там опять класс.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. I'll be quiet.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Хорошо. Он теперь должен сработать.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Хотя мы, наверное, бы и без него справились. А чему нет? Второй уровень, сука. О май гад. А лунный мистера Муна. Да.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Понятненько.
Without further ado, adieu.
Ну, сваливай, сваливай.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Ну, хорошо, будем ждать сову. Ладно. На этом закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока. С вами был я, ThebyVittor. Hogwarts Legacy. Пока-пока.